it's Debbie with Kip's Corner. Welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Today I am going to make a mixed media tag for my Woven Textures journal. So this is the next journal that I need to get finished. It's got some goobers on her. It's very close to being ready to sew in, but here's the front. It's got this nice sweater kind of material. And so you've seen me working on this. There's 5 signatures. And I've got pockets, I think, in most of them, if not all of them. And now I'm just going to start working on some ephemera pieces to go in it. So what I've got here is a chipboard tag. This one is from Memory Hardware from Prima Marketing. And it comes with a sticky front with a piece of paper over it. I pull that off and I put gesso on the bottom, get rid of the sticky, and prepare the base. And then on this one, what I did is I just stippled, I don't know if you can see that texture or not, I stippled the gesso in the background. And then I used a stencil from Finnabar, from Prima Marketing. It's this one. There's no numbers on here, so I don't know what this is called, but it's a brick background with some kind of script inside the brick. And so this is now dry, and I'm ready to start playing. So I'm just going to play with some colors. I think I'm going to start with this one. This is Distress Spray Stain in Antique Linen. And I'm just going to start with kind of spritzing some things on here. And then I'm going to dry between layers. So now I'm going to go with a darker color, and I'm going to go with, this is Vintage Photo, also Distress Spray Stain. And is it going to work? Yeah. Let's get some water on there with that. And I'm just going to move that around a little. Go up and down and around. There we go. Let's get a little bit up here at the top if we can. And I don't want the coverage to be even. I want it to be darker in some spots, lighter in others. Okay, now what I think I'm going to do is take some of the mixed media color. This is leather. So it's a dark brown. So I'm kind of building my browns up as I go, getting darker and darker. This one it may not spray. There it goes. Or not. I admit I do not do a good job of cleaning out my spray nozzles when I'm done. So what I'll do when that happens is clean my nozzle, but rather than go in and clean my nozzle now, I'm just going to kind of come into some of these cracks and crevices here where it would probably be a little darker anyway. Up underneath that brick. Get some up here. And then I'm going to spritz that and let that all drip. Another area. Let's get some good color down here. We go. Okay. Now I got that all over my hand, of course. Let's spritz that a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of the vintage photo here in a couple spots. Okay, let's drip that around. That's pretty. All right, let's try that. Okay, it's a little damp yet, but it can sit off to the side for just a moment. And now, what I'm going to do, this is woven textures, right? So there's lots of weaving and things in this journal. And so I'm going to weave just a little piece to kind of sit down here in the corner. I've got plenty here to start with. I think this would be a really cool, this is just a... it's like the trim of, you know, it's sewn. I don't know what it is, but I grunged it up and I just got to figure out what piece. I kind of like that rusty piece there. Oh, that's better. Maybe this goes like this. Go from the bottom. Yeah, let's just chop this off. About right here. And that's going to be still too long. Let's see. Actually, you know what I should probably do is, let me see if I can rip it. Is that going to work? I don't know. It's double thick, double quadruple thick. It's kind of hard to rip. Yeah, that's not going to work, but let me try. It's hard to grab hold of. There we go. Ah, there we go. That's good. Okay, so that'll kind of be my start. And then from there, actually, I think I'll do this over here. From there, I think I'm just going to pick some random pieces that I like the color. That's nice. I like the color of. And I think this would be good. And let's get a darker one in there. Let's see if I can find a nice dark one. Yeah, that would work. All right, let's do that. I think what I'm going to do is tape these down to the table just to make my life a little easier. This little piece of masking tape. I'm just going to run that right over the top. Okay, let's try that. And then, let's see. Where's another one of those darker ones? Oh, this one's good. Yeah, let's use that. Okay. I'm not going to go all the way up, and I'm not going to go all the way down. So I'm just going to put a little weaving right here in the middle. Maybe this one? No, that's too thick. How about this one? That might work. Okay, now, do I want to add anything else to this? Do I want to add any little pieces, you know, just some extras in here? Probably. What's this? There's some fiber. Might be fun. Might be fun to kind of put that on there after it's put together with, okay. I'm going to glue these together before I go any further. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now what I want to do is figure out where I kind of want this. And I want to rip, a little higher. No, I want to rip pieces. So I'm going to rip this off. And I'm going to rip this off. And this. And I'm not ripping them at the same height. I want them to be different and jaggedy. And I'm going to rip these also. At different angles and distances and yeah. One more. Let's just, okay. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to glue it on. I'm going to leave this one like this with the threads. That's good. I'm going to glue it on right down here at the bottom. I may come in just a little. I think I will. I think I will fold this, at least this side anyway. I think I'll fold this over. Not quite that much. So let's chop off a little bit of it. And I'll fold these over. That'll look good. Yeah. So let me glue each one of these individuals, and then I'll be covering the back of this later, so that'll get covered up. Let's just do those first three. All right, now what do I want to do about this? Folding it over, it'd be too fat. So I think, this is not going to be easy to do. I think I want to chop it off, but I'm going to sort of snip it as I go in a choppy sort of way. Let's see if that does it. There we go. And then there's just a little bit down here that needs some help. There. Now I can kind of pull on these strings and get that. There we go. Fun, right? Okay, let me make sure that's kind of on there pretty good. I think so. Oh, there's a piece that probably could use another dab of glue. Didn't quite get enough on that. Of course, now I have too much, right? That's the way it works. There. Not perfectly straight, but that's okay. I don't think it has to be. Okay. Fun. So here's what I've got so far. So I've got the weaving kind of down here at the bottom, and you can see the color and the back of the tag along with the texture that's there as well. So now what I want to do is play with a little something down here. I've got a few things here. Let me look and see. Is this too big? Is that too big? Yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is. Here's another one. It's a little bit smaller. Let me get the numbers going right. That's really pretty, though. That's not bad. Let's see, what else do I have here? What do we think about that? Oh, I kind of like that. Okay. Let's put all of that on there. Okay. This one goes down at the bottom. This is just a piece of like wood fiber. And so we'll put that there. Bring that over the edge just a tiny bit. Put that there. Let's go up just a tiny bit. Of course, I'm covering up most of that script writing that's on there, but that's all right. And then let's put some of this on there. I've got a smaller one. Yeah, but that's still too big. Okay, no, I need small. So here's the little, these are watch faces, not pocket watch faces. So these are a lot smaller. That's cute. Let's see. Here's one that's got some patina in it-ish. It's an unusual shape too, and it's really nicely bent up. Gives me a little bit of color there, but it also blends in a little bit. So let's see if we can find something darker. Oh, this one's nice. I mean, that one blends in a little bit too, but it's cute. Let's see if I can find what this is. What is this? Ooh. Let's see. This one doesn't have any hands or anything. Nope, I don't like that. Let's see, what about this one? No. No, I think I like this one. Was it this one? I think I like this one the best. So let's use that. Now, before I use this, it's got some prongs on the back of it that I am going to try to snip off. Yep, that came right off. I'm going to snip them off and then sort of flatten them out. Okay, I've got a couple of rusted paper clips here. And I think what we're going to do is create a topper with one of them. This one's rustier than the other. So let's get the lid on the glue. The first thing I do with rusted pieces is coat them with glossy accents. Notice this is just a scrap piece of paper here. You can tell because you can see, you know, that it's kind of shiny. But when it dries, it's not on the rust like this. It's not anywhere near as shiny as if I were using this in a different way. Okay, get that off my finger. Okay, I'm going to dry that. Okay, so what I did is I just sewed right underneath that paper clip area right there. And now what I'm going to do, hopefully this is deep enough to cover up that hole. Not quite. So let's put something, oh, I can take my clamp off. Let's put something underneath that. What shall we do? Perhaps a little bit of this. Come here, you. Stay here. Or, wait a minute, what's that? Let's do this. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna fold this in half-ish. And it's gonna break, so never mind. Let's put this here. And I'm gonna put this down. This is a piece of a spine, very brittle, and it falls apart when I look at it sideways. But getting all that glue on the back of it, it should be fine. And I'm going to put that here, like that. Go up a little higher, maybe. Get rid of that piece that just broke off. Okay. I should probably go up a little bit higher. Yeah, that's better. Come on now. There we go. Go right there. Oop, this is falling apart, which is awesome. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm not going to worry about the back. Just going to fold this, which will break as soon as I fold it. Okay, good. So far, so good. Now I'm going to, oh, actually, I'm not going to put that on yet. Oh, gosh, I'm glad I've thought of that. Okay. And I won't need to put a hole in here because I'm covering it intentionally. But what I do need is a back to this. Okay, now what I'm going to do, yeah, you can kind of see where I chomped that up a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to sand it and make it intentionally look chomped up a little bit. So I'm just going to go around the edge here. That'll smooth out any rough spots from my poor cutting job. Give it a little bit of an aged look, which I love. And I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit down here. There we go. And then I'll ink it. And that looks pretty good. Let's get a little bit up here. And good. Okay. Yay. All right, now what I want to do is, actually let's ink first. So you can still write on this. It's not so dark that you can't. It's just a little dirty, grungy, a little grunge. Okay, that's nice, I like that. Okay, now for my topper. And I'm just going to open this up, get some Fabri-Tac on here. There you go. Put Fabri-Tac on both sides. Whoops. Slide that on right in the middle. Make sure this is flat. This type of topper, by the way, also can be used on just page tabs, is from my friend Angie Garcia. And I'm just going to put a dab of this glue in here on this piece. I don't know, several years ago, Angie showed making these, and I have loved them ever since. You can use paper clips, or it looks like it's off center. Technically it is, but technically it's not, because the paper clip isn't on there quite straight. Oh, but that's okay, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna put a little dab of glue right under here. And it's just a fun little way. There we go. And you can put buttons on those. You know, you can just decorate. After you've got all your pieces of fabric there, you can do all sorts of fun things with it. But I'm going to leave that as is. I don't think I'm going to put anything else on it. And there we go. Pretty simple. You know, not complicated, just playing with some texture and some color, and then creating just the little weaving part. And I like a simple, you know, it's just a simple tag, not a lot to it. But hopefully that'll be something fun that we can add into this journal somewhere. I don't know if I've got a pocket right now that I can put it in or not, but I can see it. I can look real quick. Let's see. I might just clip it in somewhere. It's not really, really bulky. That one's already got something in the pocket. That one does not, but it's too skinny. I'm going to have to put something skinnier in that one. I think a lot of these pockets are probably not going to work. I could tuck it in. Nah. No. Let's see what else. I need to put some more pockets in here, I think. I feel one here. That one could, no. You know what? I think I might just clip this in on a page where it's kind of, looks like I'm shedding. On a page that looks kind of cool on. Let's see. What does it look like on this page? That's not bad. I think I'll do that. I think I'll just clip that in to that page. I like that. Okay, let's see. Do I have a little clip here by chance? What are the odds of that happening? This is just my little leftover things that I pull out and end up not using. And I just have this little, yep, there's one right there. I just have this little ceramic dish. I don't even know what they're for. It's really small. Maybe dip. Well, no, it's probably not big enough for dip. It's just too small. Anyway. Yeah, that'll work. We'll do that one. I don't see any others in there. I'm just going to grab this and see if I can get that open wide enough. Oh, barely. Oh, I'm probably going to damage that. Yep, I'm going to damage that doing that. Let's not do that, although I like the little damage on there. Might need a bigger clip. But I have some right here that I can use. That'll be perfect. I don't use these very often, but I've had them for a while, so I guess I should use them more often, huh? So I can clip that right. Actually, let's do that. Let's clip it right down here. Right, like, let's get that paper clip up at the top. There we go. And now the clip will be on top of the fabric. Like that, maybe. And it shouldn't damage anything. It might, but it shouldn't. And then I can close that. Oops. Let's only get one page, shall we? There we go. Right like that. I like it. It's clipped in there. That's fun. Okay, that's it. Sorry, I know. I kind of made a big deal over nothing. This is such a simple thing. You just put your texture on the back, start with gesso, add modeling paste through a stencil, add color, whatever color you have, whether that's acrylic paints or inks or sprays. You could use ink pads, and just play with that background color. And then this is just some strips of paper woven together, ripped, a little piece of fabric in there, and then just a couple of little pieces kind of just clustered on top down there at the bottom. Very simple, not much to it, but it's just a fun little addition to the woven textures journal. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to continue working on this journal and getting more. I need to pull some ephemera, figure out where I need to add handmade tags to go with the ephemera, vintage and antique ephemera that I find to go in here. And the things that I'm going to be looking for are cozy, comfy things. Like I've got a postcard I know that's got kittens on it, so that'll go in here. Things like that. And then just make some more tags and stuff to go in it, and then it'll be ready to sew in. So we're getting pretty close on this one. It's been a fun one to work on. It's been challenging, extremely time consuming with all of the weaving things that are in there, and I really need to put more in there. So, so yeah, there's that. So I will continue working on this. I also have an idea for another new journal that I want to start working on, and just some other ideas that I am still playing around with in my head. But some more to come. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back. Bye-bye.